my point with this is that I don't think that we need to know exactly what we're devoted towards. I think it's just like this inner driving force that we don't really necessarily have control over. Welcome to the current. And welcome to my channel, and welcome to a new location. More on that later. The current is a place for us to slow down and connect to our bodies in a very fast moving world. Being able to listen to our bodies and navigate the present moment is going to be essential as we move forward in this fast changing world. We're going to start with the body. We're in Gene Key 29.6. And the last line, which is the 6, before we move into a new key tomorrow, 59, we're already starting to feel into that new energy. And I think that's why I felt called to be here this morning in the RV, which we moved last night to the marina where we live, because we're getting it packed up and cleaned up for an adventure tomorrow, which is very exciting because it's been 2+ years of it just sitting there waiting for us. So anyways, let's start with the body and I'll share more after. We're going to come into the sacral area because that's the physiology connected to this 29.6. And we're going to make our hands like this. But before we do, we're going to rub them together, bring some warmth, bring more awareness into our hands. These beautiful antennas that have so much healing energy, being able to run through them. And then placing them like this over the sacral area. And just bend your knees a little bit so the current can run through your legs unimpeded. And we're just going to connect down to the center of the earth, to the very core of the earth. And then feel the energy coming up from the core of the earth, up through your feet, and connecting to your womb space, your sacral area. As you breathe in, feel your skin and your fascia and your womb move into your hands. As you exhale, just releasing any stress out through your feet into the earth where it's transmuted. Now, a lot of us, most of us, maybe I would say all of us, we hold trauma here in the center, our womb of creation. Whether it's from our lifetime or our ancestors, there's just been a lot of unfortunate, sad situations. And that trauma can bring us fear about connecting to our power to create and to allow ourselves to surrender to what can be easeful and joyful. So just going to take a tender moment or two to just feel that and bring love to this area. I think, when we have fear or anger about these situations, it can keep us in the shadow of half-heartedness, just out of not wanting to commit to life or to what brings us joy because of these traumas. So we're going to work the fascia a little bit deeper here, and we've done this before if you're with us. doing the torque at, so you're basically just going to use your right hand, and I'll just show you on my chest up here, because you might not be able to see it, but we're going to do it in the same area where our hands were. We're going to press in with the palms facing up, and then we're going to twist so the thumb is up. So I'll come back. So right here, we're going to press in and twist. And then with the other hand, if you can reach it around behind, just above your tailbone, you'll twist it the other way. We're just going to help move any adhesions in the fascia with our breath. So inhale, exhale. Any adhesions or any stickiness due to this fear, being willing to release. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Start just making some figure eights with your hips for the next couple breaths. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Release. And now we're going to walk in a figure eight to integrate that. Move slow. I have space today. It's just walking in a figure eight to help integrate. Being in tune to what you notice. Coming back when you're ready. And then again, just placing your hands over your womb space. Just bringing love to this area and just recognizing the role, the power you're playing here on this earth at this time, to be willing to sit with this and let go, and just let it come up and let it go without attaching to any stories or trying to analyze or trying to resist any feelings that you'd rather not. Whether that's guilt, whether that's shame, whether that's anger, just allowing it to just release, just letting it go. There's nothing you have to do. And then keeping one hand there on your sacral area and one hand on your heart. Connecting these two power centers. If it feels better for you to put it on your solar plexus, just feel, do you want it here or do you want it here? Actually, I'm going to put it on my solar plexus. And feel the current between your hands inside your body as like a rainbow light color. You can imagine a rainbow going between your hands inside your body. And just welcoming the gift energies. These higher frequencies now to come into the space, if that feels right for you. And the mind can be completely out of the way on this. If you feel resonant to welcoming these gift energies, a commitment, a 100% commitment to creating what makes your heart sing, to trusting that there is a current pulling you towards that when we surrender, and being willing to receive the love that comes with that commitment. So just feeling that love in your hands, and the love you feel when you look at a rainbow in the sky, and then feeling that in your body between your hands. And if you want to use an affirmation and just repeat, I welcome this love into my power center, into my creation center. I trust that I'm being pulled exactly to the places and the people that will help me, that will support me, that will make me feel nourished and loved and safe on this earth, being myself. And we're just going to tap right at the heart center. Just continue feeling your connection to the earth, and this time we're going to open the head and the crown area up towards the stars, and just allowing the energy to come down through the body into the earth, and then cycle back up from the middle of the earth up through your body and up. So you can think of it like a toroidal field, and the energy goes in both directions. And just tapping here at the heart. You can repeat to yourself, I am safe. I am open. I am ready to receive. I am ready to know my true self intimately. And release. And if you just want to stand still and ask your body or source, your faith, just asking something higher than the mind that is now out of the way through all the exercises we've done. And just asking, is there something that you would like me to know today? Just allowing the message to come, whether it's through words or a feeling or sensations. And if you don't hear anything, maybe trying again later throughout the day. So as we move through our day, and we will inevitably get triggered as we do as humans, it's just a reminder, and you can even do what we did in the exercise with the rainbow going through the hands, just placing them on the body, on these power centers. And when the triggers come up, it's just simply to relax and let them be. Trust that they're not going to take over you, and they're just coming up to be released. So the idea is just relaxing as they come up. So my story, and I'll try to make it somewhat short because I could go on and on with this. I'm so excited to be here in this RV. If I have so many things to say, but over 3 years ago, I took a big leap of faith and then got super triggered buying this RV with Tim. And we traveled across Canada, and we ended up leaving it here on the island because we fell in love with it. And we came back a year later and we found the home that lives in this marina. And so our RV has been waiting for us for our next adventure, and it starts tomorrow. And getting the RV, all these triggers started coming up again. And sometimes that's what happens when we get triggered in different life situations. Often when we're younger, we don't know how to just let them go, so we store them in our body. So things can then later trigger them to come up. And so that's happening in our life. Like, things are going to trigger us, and they can be from old memories, and we just have to relax through them. And that trusting that there's these energies actually supporting us, and tuning into that, and letting go of the denser stuff that is just being released. And I really do believe that that's what us who are tuned into this kind of thing are here doing, and just really honoring ourselves for that. And right before we picked up the RV, I have to share this part too, because it's so tied into what I was sharing earlier. And that is, so I had to let go of something, a situation that I was not feeling the commitment to anymore. It was a yes, and then it was a no. And so making that decision to say goodbye to something. And the very next day, I get this email from a stranger online that was just saying, he saw one of my posts, and he was like, I just want to let you know, if there's anything I can do to be of service, this is what I can do, this is what I can help with, and no charge. I want to just help you. I was like, oh my gosh. And that was like a little over a month ago, and we just kept trying to meet up, and so I could get to know him, and like, okay, how can you be of service here? So it just happened to work out that we were able to meet for a coffee last night before picking this up. And our meeting was like 3 hours long. There was so much synergy and transparency, which is the theme we're moving into tomorrow with Gene Key 59. He was so beautifully transparent and just intimate with his story, and there was just this beautiful synergy. And in terms of this vision that I've had for 10 years, which is something called Flow Network, and it's like a commitment that's just in my bones that I used to wish wasn't there, because it was so big I couldn't understand it. The sun's coming over the mountains right now. So beautiful. And I need to move out of the sun so I can see. I witnessed myself trying to be quick here, but this is a precious moment in my life, I feel, that I'm just capturing here. This vision that I've had for 10 years, it's been like this devotion that I sometimes throw away because it doesn't make sense, but I can feel that it's like just in my bones. And then I'll meet people at certain times that remind me that this is a part of me. And then it just comes out of my mouth when I'm talking to them, and they say, oh, I can help in this way or that way. And my point with this is that I don't think that we need to know exactly what we're devoted towards or what we're committed towards. I think it's just like this inner driving force that we don't really necessarily have control over. I don't think that we need to know exactly what we're devoted towards or what we're committed towards. I think it's just like this inner driving force that we don't really necessarily have control over. And that's why I just devoted my life to just surrendering to, like, okay, what if I don't know? But I'm going to just, like, as I said yesterday, my devotion is being true to what is, whether that's triggers coming up that are uncomfortable, or whether that's like this creative idea that just will not go away, and just being committed to that. And so yesterday, having this meeting with this beautiful man and Tim and I, and having this beautiful synergy and feeling like he's in the same situation. He's like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm doing this, but he's also surrendering. And I'm wondering if, as we get more closer to 2027, which I have a video on that if you're not familiar with the changing energies in 2027. But my sense is that as we get closer to that, more people who are surrendered and who are devoted or committed to their truth, we're starting to find one another and support one another to live our highest purpose, to live our dharma, whatever your word is like the reason why you really came here. And it doesn't have to be something super big or anything like that. I love what Richard Rudd says about purpose. It's the quality of our consciousness. It's the energy that we allow through us, the gifts, these gifts that we all have within us. So my contemplation question is like, what if we don't have to know where we're going? We don't even have to know what we're devoted to, if it's just to the truth of ourselves. I'm looking at the comments now as I'm wrapping up, and Vicky, it will be wonderful with hearts and stars. Yes. And thank you. This is such a resonant topic right now. The path of devotion. So appreciative for Leo season. Yes. And we're also currently between 2 eclipses as well, which is supporting us towards our true north. And it's just a wonderful time to be present and conscious and letting this current run through us and open to it. And I had this one yesterday, this moment of just feeling that truth, and I just opened my arms up and I just imagined like this rain of, whether it was gold or magic dust or abundance, this kind of like, like how easy it is for a child to just receive the rain, like feeling that in our body, for this energy that we can carry forward as we live committed to our highest path in this life. Sending you so much love, and you're going to be coming on the road with us tomorrow. Well, actually, yeah, we leave tomorrow, but I'll probably film from my office, and then I don't know where we're going. We're going to let the road take us, and we're going to be telling some stories along the way as well, and really excited about that. And if you're watching this in the future and you're not between eclipses, the energy is still there for you. So I'm sending you so much love, and I look forward to seeing you in the current again. Let's see if you can see the sun through the mountain there and the ocean. Yeah, so beautiful. All right, bye for now.